Well, I got myself pretty much a whole new truck here in the cab, all sorts of new parts. But I think what we're going to focus on now is these ones over here. This is pretty much the whole rear braking system for this truck. I got new hardware for both sides, all the springs and stuff. Got the adjusters for each side. Got new shoes, new wheel cylinders, and I probably didn't need them, but I got them anyway because I'm replacing everything else. Two new drums, so we're going to go ahead and throw all that in, and I got to make some brake lines for it, and hopefully this thing will stop, so let's start tearing it apart. Alright, let's see if we can tear some brakes apart here. Very important you remember where all that stuff goes. Don't want to lose anything. Perfect, now that they're all the way, let's go ahead and take that wheel cylinder off. Good, we broke it. I like it when that happens. Alright, time for some new parts after we clean it. They sure did a number on this backing plate here. Gotta have some goo. Can't forget your goo. There. Perfect. Well, there we go. Rear brakes are done. Now I gotta make up some new rear brake lines here and get them bled and everything. And brakes should work. Well, alright, now that we got new brakes installed, I think it's time to install some lines so that it actually works. And on the wall here I've got, as you can see, a couple of coils of brake line, and I also have some pre-made lines sitting up there, leftovers from other projects. So I'm going to go through those pre-made lines and see if there's any that are going to be the right size, because the fewer flares I have to make, I think the better. Well, unfortunately, my pre-made lines are not going to work. I had 2 1/4-inch lines and 1 3/16 inch line with metric fittings on it, so that's not going to work. So I got my copper nickel brake line, the easy bend stuff, a bunch of ends for it, and flaring kit. I actually have 2 kits here, and I looked all around and I didn't have any dies, so I had to go out and buy a couple of sets of die. I don't know how they all disappeared, but whatever. We'll throw this in and flare up some lines and have some brakes. Well, unfortunately, while I was making these lines, doing the flares, the camera battery died, so no footage there. But I got the new lines in and sealed up a little leak I had there, bled the brakes, and as soon as I did that, the line going to the front exploded. So I got a whole new line all the way to the front, and new lines in the back. I got them bled, and it seems to be working pretty good, I think. I haven't driven it yet because it's still on jack stands, and there's some more I want to do, but yeah, I think we'll maybe move on to something else, maybe the exhaust. That'll be fun.